Paper 2, we will do MCQs today related to electricity topic, and you will find questions. Okay, question 26. What is the right answer for question 26? You can use the chat to convey the answer. I want participation from everyone. Even your answer is wrong, that is not an issue. But try to participate and show your understanding related to the topic. Don't bother about right or wrong answer. What you think, just mention that as an answer. I will discuss each question. So the correct answer is B, but why others are not the right answer? What is electric field? It is region around a wire carrying an electric current which a compass needle experience a force. A compass needle experience a magnetic field. It does not experience electric field. So that's why A is not the right answer. Why C is not a right answer? It is a region in which the electric charge attracted by the earth gravity. So earth gravity is a gravitational field. So it's a gravitational field. This is not the electric field. A region where a region through which electromagnetic radiation is passing. The region where electromagnetic radiations are passing, that is called electromagnetic field. That is not called electric field. And that is also called a medium. But a region in which electric charges experience a force, that place, the region where the charges such as proton, electron experience the force, that is known as electric field. Question 27. You can take your time. Question 27, but participate. So the correct answer for 27 is D. Why? Because unlike charges attract each other and electrons experience a repulsion, so they will go out. Why this one is still positive charges, but it will not have equal distribution right now because there is a negative charge rod, so most of the positive charges towards the charge rod. Question 28. A cell is connected to a lamp as shown. A charge of 4 coulomb flow through the lamp in 2 seconds. what is the direction of electron flow in the lamp, and what is the current in the lamp? So for question 28, look, if I find the current is charge divided by time. So it will be 4 divided by 2, that is equals to 2 ampere. So the current in the circuit is 2 ampere. So either A can be answer or C can be answer. Now what about the direction of electron flow? Electron will move from negative to positive. So what is the direction of electron flow for the lamp, in the lamp? It is from left to right. That is why A is the correct answer. Is it clear? Because they asked direction of electron flow in a lamp. So for a lamp, it is moving from left to right. Is it clear? The conventional current, if they ask the direction of the conventional current, that is from positive to negative. So if the same question was there and they asked direction of current in the lamp, even they did not say conventional but only say current, then it will be from right to left. So current will move from right to left, but electron flow is from negative to positive. In this question, the diagram shows a current and voltage graph. First thing, when current is on y-axis and voltage on x-axis, the slope is reciprocal of resistance. When current on y-axis, voltage on x-axis, slope is reciprocal of the resistance. Which two graphs shows the characteristic of ohmic resistor? Ohmic resistor means it will have a constant resistance. And for filament, what happened? When we use a filament is made up of metal tungsten. So when we use it for some time, its temperature increase. So as the temperature increase, the resistance will increase as well. So which graph is representing an ohmic resistor? First thing, which one is representing an ohmic resistor or constant resistance? W, X, Y, Z. For which one resistance is constant or slope is constant? So for X, the slope is constant. So either B can be answer or D can be answer. Then for a filament, what happened? It resistance increase, because when we use a filament lamp, it produces, as the current is passing, a current is having a heating effect, and that heating effect increases the resistance of the metal. So as the resistance increase, what will happen to slope? The slope should decrease. So for which graph the slope is decreasing? W, X, Y or Z? Here for this graph the slope is increasing, and we know when current on y-axis and voltage on x-axis, the slope represent reciprocal of resistance. So if the slope is increasing, the resistance is decreasing. But for graph y, the slope is representing the reciprocal of resistance as well. But what happened to slope? Slope is decreasing. So what happened to resistance? The resistance will increase. So X and Y for ohmic resistor, resistance constant, and for filament bulb, what happened with with an increase in temperature? Resistance also increase. So the slope should decrease. The four circuits shown all include an AC supply. When we say an AC supply, so means first left hand side positive, right hand side negative, next moment positive and negative. Two diodes and a lamp, in which circuit there is a rectified current. The term rectified current means current in one direction only. Like current is not able to flow in both directions. So when we check this, a rectified current, look, this is an AC supply. First, this is positive, negative. So what happened? It will block. This will block the current. The current cannot flow, or a current cannot move from positive to negative here. Why? Because the first diode is blocking. But it's an AC supply, so you have to check the other way around as well. Like positive, negative, it was blocked. But if right hand side positive, left hand side negative, then the current is coming from direction of the play. So diode 1 will allow and diode 2 will also allow. So the lamp will light up. So current can flow only in one way. That is why A is the right answer. But why not B? Why B is not a right answer? Example, if this is positive, negative, so what will happen? This diode will block, but the other diode will allow the current to pass. So current can flow in this way. If the terminal changes for AC supply, left hand side, now right hand side positive, left hand side negative. So the direction of the conventional current, so you can see the current can flow other way around as well. So this is not rectifying. The current is able to move both ways. What about this one? If positive, negative, it will block. So no current. Next moment, positive, negative. So it will also block. So no current. So this is not rectified. It does not have current at all. What about D? If this is positive, the current will pass here, but it will be blocked. So means no current, because it should flow through each component. If positive, negative, this will block. So this will have no current. This will have current in both directions. C and D are not having any current. So A is having current only in one direction. So we say a rectified current, or diode rectified the current or make the current flow in one way. The diagram shows a combination of the logic gates. This one is NOT gate, which is also called inverter. This is a NAND gate, and this one is NOR gate. Just remember, if you have a NOR gate, it is addition plus invert. If it is NAND gate, the result is multiplication and invert. And if it is a NOT gate, it is an inverter. What is the output X and what is output Y? For question 31. So when you check this, here we have 0. It passes through inverter, so that will make it 1. Here we have 1, so that 1 is with NOR also, and that 1 is with NAND also. So 1 and 1 passes through NAND. How to get a result of NAND? Multiplication and invert. So 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, but passes through inverter, it will make 0. So this will be 0. And that 0 is coming with this as well. For NOR gate, it is addition plus and invert. So 0 plus 1, that is 1, and that passes through inverter, so it will make it 0. So what is output X? 0. Output Y is also 0. Is it clear? The action of the logic gate in the circuit. The diagram shows a part of a circuit used to switch the street lamps on and off automatically. Yesterday we discussed this circuit. I drew the same circuit in a horizontal plane, that we were having a light dependent resistor connected. In the evening it get dark. Which row shows the effect on the resistance of light dependent resistor and the potential across the light dependent? What happened to resistance and what happened to voltage across the light dependent resistor? So when it get dark, its resistance increase. So as its resistance increase, the voltage will also increase, or a voltage here will be high. So D is the correct answer. Question 33. A domestic circuit includes a 30 ampere fuse. This protects the wiring if the too much current is there in the circuit. In which wire is the 30 ampere fuse positioned, and what does it do when it operates? So 33. So we connect this to a live wire, and what is the effect of the because it produces too much heat, and when it produces heat it will melt the wire and disconnect the circuit. This one is magnetism. We are only discussing electricity part. So October, November 2016. Paper 2 variant 1. This paper 2 is having a sequence: first journal, then thermal, then waves, and then electricity and magnetism. Sometimes magnetism questions are first. Question 29. What is the right answer for question 29? So B is the correct answer, because what happened when a polythene rod is rubbed with a cloth, the rod become positively charged, so it should lose electron. Which row shows the name given to the charged particle and the direction? So rod become positive, so it is losing electrons, so electron travel from rod to the cloth, and the particle which travel are electrons. The diagram shows a lamp in a circuit. Which change in the circuit would increase the current? Increase the current means we want to decrease the resistance of the circuit. So which action will decrease the resistance of the circuit? Look, changing the position does not have effect on the resistance. Like, for example, if I have a resistance and I connect a lamp, so first I have a resistor and then a lamp, or I have a lamp then a resistance, that will not make any difference to the circuit. That is the same thing. So moving the lamp to point P does not affect anything. Now, what is the effect if we add another resistor in parallel? What is the effect of connecting resistor in parallel? When you connect the resistance in parallel, what happened to the combined resistance or the total resistance? The formula for finding a combined resistance, if I say this was 10 ohm and the other is also 10 ohm. And what is the combined resistance? Combined resistance is the product divided by sum. So product multiplied divided by the sum. So 10 multiplied by 10 is 100 divided by 20. So that is equals to 5 ohm. So the total resistance will become 5 ohm. So you can see when two resistors are connected in parallel, the combined resistance will decrease. So when we connect them in parallel, the total or combined resistance decrease. So what happened to the current in the circuit? The current in the circuit will increase. Why not B? If you connect two resistors in series, the formula to find the combined resistance, if we have a 10 ohm and 10 ohm resistor connected in series, so the combined resistance will be the sum. So that is 10 plus 10, which is equals to 20. So if the combined resistance increases, the current will decrease. So that's why B is not a right answer. Why C is not a right answer? Decreasing the electromotive force. If we keep the resistance constant, V is equals to IR is the formula. If we are keeping the resistance constant, voltage and current are directly proportional. So if I was using a 6-volt lamp and now it replaced by a 3-volt lamp, so 3-volt lamp will provide a smaller amount of current as compared to 6-volt lamp, a 6-volt battery. That's why this is not the right answer. And moving the lamp to a point P does not make any difference. I connect lamp to point P or I place next to the battery, that will not make difference to the circuit resistance. So if you want to increase the current in the circuit, you should connect the resistor in parallel. By reducing a resistance, you increase the current. If you want to decrease the current, you should connect a resistor in series. So when the two or more resistors are connected in series, the combined resistance increases. Question 31. A 12 ohm and 6 ohm resistors are connected in parallel. Another 6 ohm resistor then connected in series with a parallel combination. What is the combined resistance of all three resistors? 31. So the correct answer is B, because first when you find the combine of, they are in parallel, so product divided by sum. So 12 multiplied by 6 divided by 12 plus 6. So that is 12 multiplied by 6, 72 divided by 18, and 72 divided by 18, that is 4. And then this is a 4 ohm resistor now combined, and next to that is a series 6 ohm, so 4 plus 6, that is 10. The circuit shows a 12-volt battery connected to a lamp of resistance 3 ohm. How much energy transferred to the surrounding by the lamp in 2 minutes? The formula to calculate the energy dissipated, energy is power multiplied by time, or VIT. You have the voltage because only thing which is connected is a lamp, so 12 volt. So we know the voltage. Time is 2 minutes, that should be in seconds, so multiply by 60, that is 120 seconds. So time is there. What about the current? You can find the current. How to find the current? V is equals to IR. So V divided by R is equals to I. So 12, this is multiplied, divided, so 12 divided by 3, that is equals to 4 ampere. So we know the current, we know the voltage, and we have the time. What's the final answer? Multiply all of them. 12 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 120. So D is the right answer. V is the voltage, which is 12. I is the current, which is 4. And the total time is 120. So you'll get D as an answer. The diagram shows a circuit containing a battery resistor with a high resistance, a switch and a lamp. Initially the switch is open. What happened to the lamp when the switch is closed? So what happened to the lamp when the switch? Look, if we compare, this is the idea of a short circuit. What is the meaning of short circuit? Like, the charges always flow through the least resistive path. This is the open end. Example, lamp and resistor are connected in series. If I say both have the same resistance, so voltage across the resistor will be 6, voltage across the lamp is also 6. That is first thing. Now what happened if I take a wire, and connect this wire, this is called a short circuit. Why we call this as a short circuit? Like, we reduce the length of the circuit. When the charges will come now, as the charges are moving, so charges always flow through a least resistive path. So when the charges will move, this part is not having any resistance, so all of the charges will move through that and it will pass through the lamp. So even the resistor is not effective now. So voltage across resistor will be 0 and all of the voltage will be there across the lamp. So as the voltage across the lamp will increase, it will glow more brighter. Is it clear? The idea of a short circuit. So basically what happened, when we close this switch, So charges have now, when they reach this point, they have two possibilities. Either move through resistor or either take this path, second path. So charges will not take the path of a resistor. Why? Because this path is not having any resistance, zero resistance. Practically there will be some, but theoretically it is zero resistance. So if zero resistance is there, all of the charges will move through that and they will transfer their energy to the lamp, so the lamp will light up. So all the 12 volt will be there across the lamp. But in the beginning, when this switch was opened, the charges have to pass through a resistor and then the lamp. So when the charges have to pass through a resistor and the lamp, so some voltage will be there across the resistor and some voltage will be there across the lamp. But when we short circuit, like we connect, close the switch, so charges flow through the lamp. That's why the lamp will receive all the voltage and there is no voltage across the resistor. This is known as the concept of short circuit. Is it clear, this part? This is a truth table for a logic gate. Which symbol represent that logic gate? Basically, this is a truth table for which logic gate? This one is AND. AND means multiplication. This one is OR, means addition. This one is NAND, means multiplication and invert. And this one is NOR, means addition and invert. So check which one it matches with. 34. So it matches with C because multiply and invert. 0 multiplied by 0 is 0, invert is 1. 0 multiplied by 1 is 0, invert is 1. 1 multiplied 0 is 0, invert is 1. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, invert is 0, so it matches with NAND gate. Question 35. Why is the fuse used in electrical circuits? So what is the purpose of the fuse in the circuit? So fuse actually prevent, because if the current is too high, it prevent the current to become too high and save the device or the appliance from too high current. Relay is in magnetism, so this was the last for electricity. Another paper I will discuss. May-June 2017, paper 2, variant 1. Question 27. What is the right answer for question 27? Yeah, that's right. C is the right answer because it become positively charged, so it lost electron. Question 28. Which quantity is measured in coulomb? Charge, current, electromotive force, power. So answer A. Charge is coulomb, current is ampere, electromotive force voltage V, and power is watt. Question 30. The average current during a lightning strike between a cloud and the ground is 1.5 exponent 4. The lightning release 3 exponent 8 joules and lasts for 2 exponent minus 4 seconds. What is the average electromotive force? EMF. EMF is work done or energy divided by charge. EMF or voltage is work done or energy divided by charge. Energy is given 3 into 10 to the power 8. And what about the charge? You have the formula current is charge divided by time. So charge is current multiplied by time. So current here is 1.5 exponent 4 multiplied by 2 exponent minus 4. So 3 exponent 8 divided by 1.5 exponent minus 4 into 2 exponent minus 4. What's the answer for question 30? So C is the right answer. This is a potential divider circuit we discussed yesterday. A student connect a variable potential divider or also known as potentiometer circuit. What happened to the reading on the voltmeter as the sliding terminal is moved from R to S? Like it is at this position, at position T. So upside, because shorter length, so it is having a small resistance. And voltage at this point is same as voltage across the voltmeter. When we move it down till point S, the question is what happened to the reading? It will increase or it will decrease? For question 31, so B is the right answer. The reading will increase. The circuit diagram shows a circuit with AC supply, diode and resistor. Which diagram shows how the current in the, basically when current is used, we are using both axes, it means current in both directions. This is showing current in one way. This is also showing current in one way, but this is possible. The diagram shows the current in resistor vary with time. So a diode will allow only current. When it is positive, the diode will allow one way and the other way diode does not allow. So B is the right answer. Means one way the diode allow the current to pass and the other way it does not allow the current to pass. Question 33. When a light falls, so resistance will decrease.